The whole premise that we need better sleep may be overrated. Or not. I don't know. Anyway, with that out of the way, we'll talk about if it is strange that even Hydra can sleep. Hello and welcome to the channel. Initially, we thought sleep is to rest our minds, that it is mostly for our brains and not so much for the rest of the body. The rest of the body is fine. It doesn't really need sleep. We can lie down and our body can rest and recuperate. But the brain, no, it won't rest even when we are lying because it is trying to keep the body ticking over, ensuring that the involuntary bits, like the beating heart and the breathing, keep on keeping on. Because otherwise it is not good for survival. But somehow, when we are sleeping, the brain gets time to rest a while, which is critical. So the scientists put some electrodes into the brains and measured all sorts of electrical currents and voltages to figure out if things look and feel different with the brain when sleeping versus when waking up. All good. However, one of the weird corollaries of thinking about sleep as primarily a brain thing is that organisms without much of a brain may not need much of a sleep. Maybe. It is an easy line to draw, to be honest. If sleep is all about the brain and not so much about the body, then the fruit flies and the cockroaches may not need to sleep much. Also, how are you going to put electrodes into their brains? They'll be super tiny and almost impossible to make. The flies and the cockroaches won't be able to go about their daily routines doing the things that they do because the wires and the batteries will make it impossible. Anyway, it is not possible. And if it is impossible, how can we tell if they are sleeping or not in the first place? It's not like cockroaches have a tiny bed with a tiny pillow on which they go to rest, turn off the lights, close their eyes and sleep at the end of a tough day. And even if they do have, they haven't shown it to us. So we can't find out very easily if the cockroach is sleeping or not. So people thought, maybe we can look to check if they stop moving around so much. Maybe they are groggy for a bit when they get up from sleep. And maybe they are not as active when they are unable to sleep. And some people did, and they said, look, the cockroach is behaving as if it is sleeping. The cockroaches can sleep. Even animals and invertebrates with not big brains need to and do sleep. Isn't that awesome? But other people got really mad and they did not like it. But where are the electrodes in their brains? They asked. Did you put the electrodes? Can you show me the electrodes? That went on for a bit till more and more people found that more and more small invertebrates, who may not have the biggest brains in the animal kingdom like fruit flies and jellyfish, did things that, if you squint just a little bit, looks and feels so much like sleep. And most recently the Japanese think that they have observed behaviors that look like sleep in Hydra. The tiny creatures have no brain or much of a central nervous system to speak of. That is remarkable. The brain electrode people must have been sad. So then, sleep may not be all about brains. Because animals who do not have much of a brain to speak of do sleep. An important corollary is that sleep may have evolved before the brains did. So sleep is critical not just to the brain but also to muscles and the gut, as some scientists have found. And we do know that muscles and the gut evolved before the brain did. Awesome. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and please give a like if you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.